Hello, all. My name is Laron Henderson, coming from Columbus, Ohio. So if you're watching this, don't forget to like or subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if also you get something out of this video, don't forget to share and comment on it. Really appreciate that. I hope everyone out there is just staying safe right now, not too much in the panic mode with everything that's going on out there, and having to stay indoors and all. It's getting a little crazy out there with things going on, things getting shut down. I've even seen some cities that are acting a curfew right now, so it's getting pretty crazy out there. One of the places that have been shut down are the schools. So I know for kids, not having to go to school is probably very exciting to them. I know it was for me as a kid. It was nothing like not having to go to school. It was usually when I was a kid though. It was usually because the weather was bad or there was a teacher strike that maybe it had happened. But nothing like this happened when I was in school about a national pandemic with a disease that can affect a lot of people. So to all the parents out there who do have kids staying at home, I just have a quick question for you all, since they will be at home. Do you happen to have kids who play this little game known as Fortnite? If so, just let me know in the comments if they do play that game. It seems to be all the rage with them right now. As a kid, I love playing video games. I still do when I get the time to do so. Games I had as a kid were Super Mario Brothers, Contra, Double Dragon. I got this right here, the NES Classic. I still like to get on and play it every now and again. It just reminds me of when I was a kid. A little throwback. But but when I was a kid playing video games, all my friends, family members would come over. We would just stay up all night playing those kind of games, Tecmo Bowl, anything. It was really fun, a lot of fun back then. But we didn't have something that the kids have today, and that's called the internet. The kids on today, they can get online and play with hundreds of thousands of people all over the world. So video games now have really become a little bit more complex and have become a little bit more evolved than when I was a kid playing them. So everything seems to be online today, including video games. So due to that fact, I just have 3 quick tips that help you keep your kids safe online when playing video games online. So when I was young, Mortal Kombat was probably the most violent game that I played as a kid. That game, it caused a lot of controversy back then because when you beat your opponent, you could perform fatality on them. So you could do things like you could tear their head off, you could rip their hearts out, you could freeze them and shatter their pieces, you can burn them up, you could do all kinds of crazy things to them at the end of the fight. So what that game did cause, since it did cause quite a bit of controversy, it caused this new rating agency to be created so that parents can understand the nature of the games that they were purchasing for their kids. Those ratings were E for everyone, T for teen, M for mature, 17 and up, and adults only. So every video game would have one of those ratings similar to what the movie industry has for their movies. And it's something and it helps adults determine if that's something they want to get their kids to play or not. So it's pretty much a good way to get an idea what kind of content the game may contain. So, like I said, it's essentially like the movie ratings for movies except for video games, which brings me to my next tip. So the second tip that I have is you can set up a parental control system on the game console, whatever they're playing, whether it be PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, or whatever. And you can set the content filter based on the game ratings that I mentioned earlier. Like I said, each system has their own controls that can be set up with a passcode or a password that only you would know. This way, if you don't want your kids playing an M-rated game, then you can restrict that content specifically. So the third and final tip I have is you can set up time restrictions on these systems or how long you want your kids to be played for. So you can maybe 8 hours, like you can set it for maybe 2 hours, or you could probably set certain times of the day when they can get on and off and play or not. So if you only want to play them on the weekends, then you can set it up to say stop playing maybe, for example, 8 o'clock p.m. So you can set that up. So each system has their own settings, so it's different on every system, no matter if it's an Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo. But this way, it'll help you control how much time your kids are playing video games on those particular systems. So that's all I got for now. Those are my tips to help keep your kids safe. But if you do want to know how to set those up on your specific council your child is playing, just let me know. You can let me know in the comments, or you can shoot me a message on Facebook, my name is Laron Henderson, or just drop it in the comments here on YouTube. So that's all I got for now. So if you do want that information, just let me know what your system your child is playing. I can get those out to you for that particular council. So I want to thank everyone out there for watching. I hope everyone out there just stays safe.